a shot.
Like him up in the court, and I saw him at the ATP Cup in his first match or two. I thought he was.
Rarely went into the team forehand on the outside in New York. On the outside.
Well, it's hard to perceive how hard they're actually hitting the ball here, isn't it? How heavy it's coming off the string.
Just a little bit and go back again. Maybe trying to just kind of put a little extra pressure early. Dominic Thiem here, using his athleticism and speed offensively there.
Yeah, I remember a few years ago, Gunter Bresnik was coaching, obviously, and it had so much to do with Dominic. And
you see him again there, stepping in. To them putting Rafa under so much pressure.
because Rafa certainly got on.
The back end of Thiem on the break point with his first serve. Changes things up. And that is a pretty swift delivery as well from Nadal. Well, that's unlucky.
Game Nadal.
Well, he was forced to hit a slice there, wasn't he? This is live tennis. You haven't been. This is not the second time you've seen this match, Brett.
Outside foot, one-handed backhand.
Game team.
That's interesting.
That's tennis IQ.
Yeah.
Has one of the best overheads in the game. So much about his physicality, his forehand, and all of the things that he's kind of famous for, but it's those little details.
Yeah, the nuances, the 1%ers. That just puts the cream on the cake. Yeah, open the door and
Crowbar on the door now.
Couple of lovely elevated shots there. Oh, he's made it.
it looked like he was getting back quickly enough to make this smash.
It would have been so hard to take this ball out of the air. He was going to be
Inside.
He was going to be incredibly deep to try and take that ball out of the air. An unbelievable shot from Rafa.
That's a heck of a forehand. He was a long way behind the baseline.
15-all.
Out of 10 in difficulty. This is a tough shot to hit and control it inside that line.
It's brilliant from Thiem.
Yeah.
Often plays very brave tennis. Dominic made that same play with the swinging volley earlier and got beat on it, but he's going to keep going to it.
It's not going to get better than that backhand. For me, it's as good as it gets. He just opened his shoulders here and straight out of the hitting zone on that racket, the middle of the strings.
Watch where the contact point is. I mean, that's chest high, and he's just muscling through that ball from there.
Oh, let's hope he's okay. Oh, that was...
Awesome stuff. Well, he's persevering, Brad, with that backhand on the rise. This time he times it perfectly. Got enough confidence to hit this. This is a tough shot on the rise. Beautiful. That's that all-court tennis. I'd love to see him play more.
Second break point of the game. So the first break point of the match, previously in the set, down the tee. That is fabulous.
Now this game has gotten complicated.
He was under pressure, Thiem, and what feel and incoming Nadal. Great approach shot. Gee, Nadal plays him, or makes him play a tough one. He'll be relieved after leading 40-15. Not bad skill.
Just looks a little bit out of sorts at the moment. He actually had the tape under his sweatbands as they get the apology there to try and keep them in place. Such good patterns on his forehand. It's almost nearly always a 50-50 split with Nadal shot after his serve. If he can get this into play, he'll whip it into a team's forehand or whip it behind. Fantastic Australian batsman.
Good tennis player too. Can you believe that? Haven't seen that all match. The first point of the tiebreaker, he tries it. Sitting alongside Steve Smith.
witnessed there at the start of this tiebreak is Nadal at his excellent best.
Stepping it up.
You have to admire his creativity, his variety. Too often he's talked about in terms of his movement, his hustle, his determination, his champion mindset. His skill set is equally impressive.
He was looking to attack in that point right from the start.
Oh, Dominic Thiem, take a bow. How good was that improvisation?
Thiem, it touches the net, just tips it. He's getting ready to hit it without it touching the net, and then has to adapt even more. Very impressive.
He's made that look easy. It wasn't.
Okay, here we go.
Like you were saying, Pecci, Rafa doing things that we don't always expect him to do. But Dominic changing direction, coming back to that backhand and getting so much pace on that ball from that position.
And the second time he's burnt a fair bit of rubber on this court as well. You see the white line that just came up with his back foot.
Looping backhand here, but it was too short. Too good. Well, he's busted this tiebreaker wide open now.
6-3.
Oh, what a shot.
Well, under a blood-red sky, it is Thiem who draws first blood.
Well, Rafa's just reminding Dominic Thiem.
Construction of this point was so good. I was thinking in the first couple of hits, Thiem was hitting the ball so deep off the backhand side.
But Thiem here just flattens this like a pancake. Cold winner. Oh, can't tell you how good that was.
40 long.
Can you explain? Because I can't. But back, I could try. Going backwards, hitting that. Well, gee, it's a tough school, though, isn't it? They're minute mistakes that turn into big problems. Wow. No room for error here. Well, in retrospect, a poor game.
Electrifying speed backwards there from Nadal.
I still think all the notoriety that comes around the world for him is not based on his smash or his volley or some of the other lesser shots maybe he possesses. It's all about his ground stroke game. But how good is he?
This is magnificent.
Thiem dominating this point for the first 3 quarters of it. I was so impressed with the very first pickup off the serve there that Nadal made. Tennis, these guys are still
But they're playing awesome stuff, aren't they?
cracking the ball.
How strong is that? Just muscles it.
I thought this was really interesting just from the standpoint that, as Mark pointed out earlier, Thiem has hardly sliced any backhands at all. Slices there, and Rafa immediately jumped on the ball and attacked it. Somehow Thiem able to come up with that shot and win the point.
Remnants of his double-hander that he had as a junior. Oh, that's also dropped in. That's the 3rd time tonight that Nadal has thought a ball's going long, and it hasn't.
11-13.
Take a bit of the forward speed off it. Can't blame him for missing it a bit, maybe a little bit on the frame. And
Game team.
obviously 2 sides to this. You know, he's built up his rhythm around that 25 seconds shot clock. It's exactly what his rhythm is. The ironic thing for me is I think matches take too long, and I actually think it should be 20 seconds. But he's built up over the journey.
At it so hard and still get it to come down into the court that short. That's a volley.
The 1 seed here. That's as good as it gets.
Look at the court coverage. Look at Nadal cutting the angles down on the forehand. The volley. Exquisite.
The space that was used in the court on that point. The 2 forehands up the line in this game.
The ball was
Actually
called
felt
out.
like it was in, but it's been called out. Is Nadal in the relative safety of a tiebreaker, or has he still got work ahead of him?
Game Nadal.
Realised the serve was so good, off he went.
That was what your good buddy Tom Gullickson would call serve and survey.
Looks great when it comes off, but this
Thiem.
bounces so high on this surface. You have to hit it perfectly. 2 set points.
Game and second
Fortune
set.
favours the
Thiem.
brave, and he's certainly been that Dominic Thiem all the way through this contest. And see if he can take advantage of any adrenaline drop.
Game Nadal. New balls wins.
Well, for me, that's telling. I mean, he did it in his previous match. He wants to grab the match by the throat and shake it, but
Game Nadal.
he uses down the line a bit, he better get it right, because if in this form, if
Was
From
just
here?
as phenomenal.
from here.
From here, he was outside the singles line and then outside the singles line again. Reminds me of a strawberry redhead I used to coach. That's just too good.
He looks a bit like a winner right at this moment, doesn't he?
There's no doubt about that.
You won't see a better sequence of ground
Game
strokes.
Thiem.
Well, Rafa throwing everything at Thiem.
Which is what's prompted the change from Nadal in the court position. Nadal goes basically middle across court and it gets Thiem's forehand into play. He's just changed up the direction into the forehand, both first point.
Going through the court.
Not an easy overhead, but at this level, they make it look so.
30 long.
instead of the topspin volley. Good
Well,
stick on that ball.
He's a genuine all-court player on this surface when he plays like this.
So would you give him a better chance here, Fitz, than at the French Open?
Very few players can hit a ball like this. Team taking it on the rise.
That's concentration, surely. That's a big mistake.
Well, they've both made the same mistake at times, haven't they? Rafa in the second set breaker with the drop shot. Now Thiem with this one. He did very well to almost wriggle out of the problem that he'd created for himself. Great serve.
Checked out there mentally.
Yeah, on the drop shot, and he hit it poorly. Rafa got to that ball at the top of the apex. Nerves of steel, Thiem.
Courage to go for that again.
Deuce.
Big moment.
Team will get over the finishing line.
I still don't agree with 90% that way.
Make him have to play still.
Under 5 on the tour.
too good. But look how far back he is when he finally goes for the backhand.
Yeah. Just amazing.
Well, take a bow.
Amazing all the way around. How often do you see Rafa stop in his tracks?
The wrong split-second decision here, doesn't he? Rafa drops that ball short. The one we've talked about a little bit to bring him forward, keep it low, and that's the wrong choice there from Dominic. Come under the ball.
How good was that first ball, Fitz?
Goodness me. The depth and the width and the power. He's going to challenge again here.
The ball on the right near sideline. The ball was called down.
Was there a puff of smoke? Well, he hit that so hard. It's almost incredible that he can keep that within the confines of the court.
Oh my gosh.
That's a big one, isn't it?
It's not just the pace, it's not just the location, it's the willingness to change things up.
Been aggressive all match team, he has to stay so.
Rafa in full flight.
Just the aggression to start the game.
Signs that this forehand is just faltering slightly here. Got away with that one, team.
Rafa just taking it. Quick step to his left, expecting that one to go off. Well, that was a seriously good volley.
Amazing get from Rafa.
The net cord on the set point in the second set, and Nadal doing everything right here, and Thiem just beats him flat out for pace. Unquestionably one of the best nights of Dominic Thiem's life.